this video, we're going to go over how to complete your committee acceptance form. If you are enrolled in the Canvas course, you can find this form in Modules, come down to Module 1, Committee Acceptance Form, and then you can click here and download a PDF of this form. Once you have it downloaded, you can open the document, and there's a couple of different ways you can complete this form. You can print it out as is and fill it out with pen and paper, or you can type the majority of your information in here. So the first thing is your name. We need your student ID number. You'll choose your document type and then your document title. Next, you'll need to complete your committee members' names. So in the center column here, you will type out their name. And then if your committee members go by a different name, you do have the drop-down option here on the left. So you'll choose whatever their chosen title is for your committee. So we have co-major professor, and then co-major professor, and then a committee member name. If you don't use all of these, that's fine. Just leave them blank. And then we'll come down here, and if your graduate coordinator is serving another position on your committee, you do have the option to choose committee member and graduate coordinator here. If they're separate, you will make sure that you're listing them last. And then finally, you will add the dean of your college. And then you will need to choose the college that you're graduating from. Once you've completed this part of it, you will print out your document, or you can have electronic signatures. We accept both, but your committee will sign your document and they'll date it as well. If you are going the electronic signature route, if the signature does not look like a pen to paper signature, you do need to have the Adobe blurb that's attached to Adobe Signatures that says that that committee member was the one who signed that document, and it has a timestamp on there as well. So that is how you fill out the committee acceptance form. Once you've completed this form, you will upload it to the Canvas course in Module 1 and you'll submit it to our office. In this video, we're going to go over how to fill out your rights and permissions form. If you are registered for the Canvas course, you will find this form in Modules. We'll come down to Module 2, Rights and Permissions Form. When you open this form, you can download the PDF by clicking right here. Once you have that form downloaded, you can open it and begin to fill it out. So much like our other forms, the first thing we need is your name. We need your student ID number, the document type that you're working on, your title, and then finally you have some choices to make. So your first choice is you can release your work immediately on both the institutional repository called Scholars Junction or on ProQuest. What this means is anyone can basically Google you or search your name or the title of your document, and the internet will either direct them to Scholars Junction or it will direct them to ProQuest. If it directs them to Scholars Junction, then anyone can have access to your document free of charge. They will need a subscription to ProQuest to have access through ProQuest, but that's what releasing worldwide is. They'll release it immediately. Your second option is you can restrict your document to MSU only. You can do that for a period of 6 months, 1 year, or 2 years. What this means is anyone that is using a campus computer, or if they have an MSU NetID and password, they'll be able to access your document for free, but no one else will be able to access it. If they search for your document and it directs them to ProQuest, the user will be able to see your abstract, and that's it. If the internet directs them to Scholars Junction, again, the user will be able to see your abstract, but they won't be able to see your document without permission from you to access it. So again, you have that choice to restrict it to MSU only. Your final choice is to completely embargo your work. So if you are filing for a patent, or you think you will continue your research either in a doctoral program or in a postdoctoral fellowship, and you don't want anybody to see your document yet, you can choose to completely embargo it. You can do that for 6 months, 1 year, or 2 years. If anybody searches for your name or your document title, they will only be able to see your abstract, both on Scholars Junction and on ProQuest website. If you feel like you want to change any of this at any point, say you're 2 months into it and you feel like you need to either extend or you want to shorten, your choice. Either way, feel free to call or email us and we can make that change. You will be responsible for contacting ProQuest and making that change on ProQuest's end. Your choice here will be the exact same choice that you make on ProQuest's website when you go to upload your document on their repository. We do go over these asterisks in another video, in the uploading to ProQuest video. In that video, we do discuss the option to copyright and the fee that's associated with that, as well as open access publishing when you upload to ProQuest. We do want you to know that if you choose to embargo your document, no one will have access to it. This does include your major professor, committee members, the dean, and the students themselves. So if your committee, anyone on your committee wants access to your document, they will need to contact you directly. Once you have made your choice on the top part of the page, you do have the second page. You do need to make sure that you initial both lines here. Your first set of initials here says that you assume all responsibility to contact both the Office of Thesis and Dissertation Formatting and Submissions and ProQuest to notify us of any changes. This does include any extensions that you may want to request. So that's what this first one is, making sure that you know that it is your responsibility to notify all parties if you want to make any change. The second one is acknowledging that if you have any co-authorship or copyright permissions that you had to secure in order to publish your document, that you have in fact secured those permissions. So that's what this second initial here. And then you will sign and date this document, and your major professor will also sign and date this document. Just like your committee acceptance form, you can sign this electronically. If it does not look like a pen to paper signature, you do need to make sure that it has the blurb, the Adobe security blurb that goes next to it that says that that person was the actual person who signed it, and it gives the timestamp on it as well. If you have any questions or concerns about filling out this document, feel free to call us. If you have any questions about which one you should choose here, we don't personally care which one you choose. That's totally up to you and your committee. They may have a suggestion as to which release option that you should choose. But if you have any question about what the restrictions mean, feel free to contact us or email us. You can find our phone numbers and our email at the bottom of the homepage in the Canvas course.